Good evening to everybody who's joining us tonight. And I see we've got some familiar faces in the chat. Welcome to match number 4 of the Okay, I see I'm doing it again. Silesian Offensive, which is BAR versus 808 German Elite. Welcome to Axe.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And of course, you're here with me, NSeeker707. Right, so it looks like the teams are already starting to load in. That's always a good sign.
Corona, I'm glad that you showed up a little early
Most of the
today.
808 guys are here. Yeah, Corona and Wonderfirst. So we've got a few people here watching. If you're watching, say hi so we can see who you are. Would you like to greet everybody that's in the chat?
Looks like they're getting switched over pretty good.
And Corona is... Yeah, Corona is having a taco, I'm assuming.
Tacos sound really good. I might have to go get some after the stream.
Yeah, we don't do tacos here unless you go to a specific Mexican restaurant.
I like it when people...
But I'm more of a nachos girl.
Nachos are delicious too.
Mm-hmm. I actually, come to think of it, have never had a taco.
You're missing out.
But nachos all the way. Nachos all the way.
I like how a lot of people where I'm from, they're like, oh, we're going to go get tacos. And they'll be like, we're going to Taco Bell. And I'm like, that doesn't count. No. Like, you need to go to the Mexican restaurant and get some real tacos.
I'll take your word for it. We have a Mexican restaurant here, so maybe I'll take a drive out there tomorrow and get some proper tacos or some proper nachos. I had some at a really great restaurant the other day. Some nachos. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dino, hello. How are you today?
Hello, Dino, sir.
I like to abbreviate names.
Dino.
Yes, Wandy, that is what she said.
Yes, Wanda.
I had to chime in before her on that one because I was shocked myself. All right, teams are almost finished. I don't know how it's possible to not have had a taco, but if they're not too popular in her region, it's understandable.
That's fine. You guys are gonna have to send me like some Express tacos so that I can try them out.
Dina, I'm doing great. I think Nseeker's doing well herself.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't think one's gonna be able to get over this anytime soon. Have we got a starting time?
Not just yet. I think that 808 is saying that they will start one player down. I think that's what they are trying to clear up right now in the chat.
Yes.
I think they're going to shoot for 6
So
minutes.
at 6 minutes they want to start.
Perfect. All right, Bar has agreed to 6 minutes. There goes that owl again. I can hear it in the background.
It's not hot owls, it's owls. If it's not owls, then it's cats. You'd swear I live in a foreign country.
I was actually talking about the owl in the game, not the cats in the background.
Oh, there's actually an owl making a noise in my background, which is what I thought you were talking about.
That's too funny.
Because, you know, it's nighttime here.
So weird.
Okay, 808 seems to have lost one of their players. So they're starting in 20 seconds, and they've only got 18 players. Let's make double sure.
Issa's wanting to know if SRDS versus CH will be the finale. I don't think it has quite been decided just yet. Andrew needs to have a Google Translate plugin for the Discord. Alright, and we are off. So it's 19 on 19. It'll be 20 on 19. There's one bar player that is on 808's side at the moment.
Yes.
The male commentator.
Oh, that's obviously why they dropped one of their
is
players.
Great.
Who is this male?
It is Axe. All right.
Alright, the both teams have spawned and they're both taking their objectives, making their way through toward Charlie.
Bar's going to make it very quickly to the Charlie objective. Yes, same commentator. So 808's going to get a slow push. This could be huge in Bar's favor for this first round. Do they have any over in the woods? They do.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Ooh, nice. Minute got a quick scope followed by a melee kill. 808 is starting to push up to the Charlie objective.
How come no one ever asks about the female commentator?
Because you're the only female commentator.
I guess. Is it the same one as last week? Same one as every week.
So 808 did a very good job of pushing up to capture this Charlie, but they are losing Delta and Echo behind them. And it looks like Bar is going to do a pretty good job of clearing off this Charlie objective and start burning it. Alpha Replay is behind Bar here on the Delta side of Charlie objective. And it looks like they are closing in on a 5 cap. This is not good for 808.
Yeah. 808 seems to be in a little bit of confusion. Maybe with being one member short, they were just a little bit disorientated.
They could be.
It does look like they're getting... Sorry, continue.
I was going to say this might have been the first time.
It does look like they're taking their echo flag back.
This
though.
could have been the first time we had a spawn trap in one of these matches on this map. But 808, I mean, they had nowhere to spawn, so of course they're going to have most of their teammates here on the echo objective. And they're going to be pushing left to try and push back to Delta. It's a 3-on-3 engagement here. And now 808 is going to push heavy on both sides. Let's see if they're going to be able to push past these two players. The two bar players are going to be pinched from both sides. And they do get wiped off on this corner. Southern Slow is the only bar player right here. He's going to get 2, but get taken out, and 808 is going to be able to revive them. When you go in for revives, you have to kill the player of the enemy before you get the revive, because if not, you're setting yourself up, and 808 just took Bar out for making that mistake here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, there is really no glory in running into the battlefield and, you know, with just a syringe out. I make that mistake all the time. I think I'm being such a great medic, but unfortunately, I'm just creating 2 more kills.
And I think it's only happened once for me, but I did come around the corner with the syringe fully engaged and went for the revive and actually got a kill and was completely shocked because that was not the intention. Bar has already pushed past 808 back to the Echo objective, but 808 is starting to push this bottom side flank of the Charlie objective. It's kind of just, you can just see how Bar is pretty spread out at the moment. They do have one player pushing past. It looks like he is going to try and slip up to the Bravo side of Charlie objective. He just needs to continue going. But if you look now, you can see 5 red skulls where Bar had wiped the push from Delta to Echo of 808.
Oh, yeah. I just want to clarify something that was asked on the chat earlier on about the finale. The game between SRDS versus CH is not going to be the final. It's going to be the final of the upper bracket. So once the winner of the upper bracket, it has been decided in that game, they will face the winner of the lower bracket, which will be between, just give me a second here, it'll either be Swiss Elite Squad, who we saw last night, or the winner of this match. Those 2 will go into a game, and the winner there will face the winner of the upper bracket. So no, the CH versus SRDS will not be the finale, but only the decider of the upper bracket. Hope that makes sense?
Shardy for Bar literally just took the Flame Trooper kit onto the bridge and wiped off 808. And I know that some people had asked in the past, in some tournaments the teams do agree to leave the elite classes on, and some teams agree to have them removed. In this tournament they did agree to have everything on except for the Behemoths.
Yes, the Behemoth is off, and Elites is on.
We have a kind of a standoff here on this back side from Bomberman and Boring Llama. They were just popping shots at each other. Neither one was actually getting the upper hand. We're 130 ticket lead at the moment. 808 is starting to flood back into Delta, but as you can see in the background, Bar is already back flanking to get the gimme flag at Echo. Let's see who we have over here. Oh, they're gonna wipe off 808 off of the Echo flag.
.808 seems to be in complete and utter control of Delta, but Delta alone. They are masters of that hill. They have got guys pushing back towards Echo to try and keep that. But at 287 to 156 tickets, I'm not seeing this going very well for 808. They do, however, seem to be taking back their Echo flag, and at the same time losing Delta.
they're just having to commit so many players to the back flags that they're losing their established flag. I mean, as you can see, Bar has got the track side, so on the top side of Charlie flag. That choke point is locked down. They've got the middle choke point coming to Charlie on the bottom side, and they have the lower choke point already locked down. So it's going to be very hard for 808. And I think a lot of it had to do with the initial start. 808 was a little late to spawning in on the 6-minute timer. So all they can really do now is try and salvage this round and get as many tickets as they can to close that gap for the next round.
I see we have an 808 supporter in your Inception. As I can understand German, but I don't think anybody else can, so I see you're rooting for 808. Yeah. Try and do it in English so that everyone else can also take part in your joy.
Langabolic, I think is his name. He has gotten like 7 straight revives. And it's giving me like a weird glitch where it just shows his bullets coming out of thin air. So, who do we have on this back hill? He just went down. And as you've noticed, as you can see from this angle, that we do have 3 players for Bar sitting on trackside just to see if anybody is going to push for 808 on that trackside. Hobbit is about to get overran. The flares come out from Oli. He's going to put Bar on the mini-map. Yes, Corona, I was noticing the invisible syringe and gun. It was kind of a cool cinematic little moment there. So, I do see 808 in the background. They are pushing past. We'll see if they make it. Cocaine.
Oh, well, they've actually gotten past all of the BAR players, and they have no opposition. Unless the guys are spawning at Alpha and Bravo, 808 can make all that headway back towards those flags.
I do think that Cocaine did notice it, and they are Cocaine. Who is this other player? And Boring Llama have pushed back, but we do have 2.
Those are such great names, especially Boring Llama.
Soon and Fatal have pushed all the way to Alpha. Bar's gonna still be on this left side of the tracks. They're about to meet 2-on-2 here. It looks like 808 is backtracking to kind of just see if there's anybody pushed up for Bar, but there isn't anybody. Let's see if 808 is going to be able to capture this in time. It does not look like it. They are going to get... There's only 1 left. Fatal should have just stayed quiet. But he gets wiped off of Alpha. But this is a good chance for 808 if they could push up to the Charlie objective. But they're still pinned at the Delta.
Yeah, BAR has actually set up some nice cover there for the Charlie objective. So it's not like they've sent everybody back to recap that flag. It's a very good move there, making sure that they don't allow the 808 guys to slip through between the cracks.
Sesk is single-handedly slowing 808's push out of the Delta train track. He finally gets taken down. He got 3 before he was wiped off there. But they are pushed up pretty far on this track side. And 808 has several players just pinned back. Oli is slowly
I think it's
pushing.
safe to say this is overs.
Yes, this first round is going to end with Bar on top.
Well, I guess you can really say they're setting the bar in this match. Haha. Haha.
Oh, goodness. I love it.
Alright, so 500 to 294 in BAR's favor.
It's definitely doable. They cannot be late on these push, off the initial push like they were. Doom, how you doing?
Some good scores coming from both teams. Hey, you blessed. Didn't even see you there. I know, the puns, right? The puns. Some good scores coming from teams over here. Alpha Replay 28 for 8. And on the other side there, Pyran 31 for 10. Some people not making such great KDs, but as we know, Conquest, when you're playing competitively, is not about the score. Well, it's about the score, but not about your personal score. It's about capping the flags and staying on the flags, because remember, there is a difference now in the way that the score is actually calculated, and it's not as dependent anymore on taking the flag as opposed to actually keeping the position of the flag. So the longer you stay on a flag, the more you accumulate points. You get pushed off, you're starting to lose points.
And I really hope that they change it to what we're already used to. The tickets.
I believe that is what we are used to, though. I mean, that was the way that it used to be on Battlefield 4. The longer you were on a flag, the more you accumulated those points. It was sort of like a points multiplier, as opposed to actually. Ooh, we've got one 808 player who has spawned in and moved towards Alpha. Better back off. There we go.
He did suicide. That's
there.
good. Well, and they used to
suicide.
count down tickets, so we would start normally at 500. And if they're like on this map, since there's 5 objectives, whoever held 3 objectives, the ticket bleed would start being in their favor, plus kills would count. And now it's more kind of just about the kills, because you could win a match and not have the majority of the flags just by out-killing the other team.
Yeah.
So it looks like everybody is switched over. I think they're going to shoot for a 4-minute start. And we do have 20 on 20 now. So 808 did get their last player in. And I think they have agreed. Yeah, Dooms, I agree. It should just be the old scoring system. I mean, most games, even in pub matches, if you're down 150 tickets, it is incredibly difficult to make that gap up. Whereas in the past, a team could be down 200-300 tickets and literally take the majority of the flags and just hold them. But we will see. I think DICE was trying to just change it up a little bit to make it a little more interesting, but I don't think it was the best decision. But I'm also not in their meetings to decide those changes.
Alright, so we've got just under a minute left, and it looks like both teams are... Oh, it seems as though we've got all 20 members in the 808 team now too. So that's good.
I mean, just imagine, like let's bring up Metro and Lockers. Imagine those 2 rounds being scored the way that Battlefield 1 is scored. I just don't think it would work well at all. All right, 10 seconds. So 808 will be the US side in blue, and Bar will be the German Empire in red. Let's watch these initial pushes. 808 definitely has a lot better start to this round than the last one.
That's correct. Definitely, the pushes are a lot stronger. They're not as scattered this time around.
Oh, Doom, you know you loved Lockers and you loved Metro. Come on now. And still to this day, my dad, he has a hard time seeing, so he can't play Battlefield 1 as much. He still plays Battlefield 4, and he literally only plays Lockers and Metro. And he absolutely gets a kick out of it. I might have to go back one night and play with him and just stream. So Bar has already pushed down off to the left side, as you guys can see in the background. They have pushed down to the woodshed. It's a 1v1 here. Bio Pankiller gets pushed off of the objective. So Bar looks to be in a pretty good spot here to take the Charlie objective. Let's swing down here too.
BAR maintaining their position over the Charlie flag and locking out 808, sorry, from getting on that burn. So now we have a 3 flag to 2 flag in BAR's favor. It looks like there's a push coming from 808 on the train tracks. Is that on the top or the bottom of the train tracks? On the top of the train tracks. Oh yes, that's right. This is not front lines. You can't cap from the bottom of the train tracks.
Cocaine is bipoded up with his show shot, trying to pick off 808's. There's 2 players still alive on the bridge for 808. But Blue Magic comes in and gets 3 revives here for Bar. And it looks like it will go back into Bar's favor early on. Yes, Wandy. And I tell you what, it's fun being in the other room when he's playing and he gets so mad. Like
an old man X is cursing at the TV.
The funny thing is he doesn't actually use curse words, but he just gets so frustrated, and me and my grandma would just sit there and laugh. I need to go back over there and play.
Yeah, you do, but you need to record it too, and then you can upload it as things my dad says.
I should do a dad stream.
Yeah, there you go.
Oogie, historically speaking, the German side should lose.
We won't go there, Oogie. Since my ancestry came from Germany, so I'm just gonna sit that one out.
808 has slipped past to the Delta flag. This is what they need, but look at this cluster down here at the barn between both teams. 808 spending a lot of time off objectives. So Bar is pushed back to Delta now. They are going to attempt to take this flag back. Alpha replay for 808 has pushed on, but I think Southern Slow is aware of his push to the Echo flag.
I've just blue screened on my Battlefield 1.
No.
Joys.
Could we?
Should give me a minute,
Here we have.
and then I'll know what's going on.
Bar has pushed to Alpha. They have only 2 players, Hive and Shuffle, to beat. The flares are going to come out. Let's jump back over to Charlie flag, where 808 is starting to burn into their favor.
Oogie, ironically, my nationality is definitely of German descent, and my surname is incredibly German. So if you knew what my name really was, my surname is incredibly German.
So 808 is doing a far better job this round. If they can hold Echo right now and push these few remaining Bar players off of Delta, they would have a 4 cap and would start really taking over this round, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. Bar's doing a great job of controlling the Echo flag. They're slowly losing Delta, but they also have Alpha and are burning Bravo at the same time. So Bar's doing a very good job of rotating.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
This blue screen is very
And I'm gonna wait
interesting.
for the stream to catch up so I can see it.
We have lost objective apples.
No, right now it's a loading screen. It's so
The
exciting.
good old load screen.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Did you know though? I could read you the little factoids. Oh, however, they are definitely getting ready for the next DLC because they're talking about submarines. Ooh.
That would be interesting. So Bar is going to maintain this 3 flag hold. 40 ticket lead. 808 is going to have to reset and try and come back to the center of the map and take over the Charlie objective. Bar has just done a great job of maintaining the pushes from 808. And Bar is starting to push up from the barn passage to the Bravo objective. You're mostly Italian, but outside of Italian food. That's funny.
Alright, I am back, and all I see is BAR's red everywhere.
Yes. 808 is getting kind of... They're just being maintained very, very well. Yeah, the MG15, it's very, very nice.
We are losing objective Charlie.
I want you guys to watch that bayonet charge that just happened and let me know what you think. Because I am very confused about that.
Oh, why would you be so confused?
Because he gets bayonet charged and it shows the guy that bayonet charged him is like 40 feet away. It just made no sense.
But
Bar is
Battlefield.
going for a 5 cap. If they can get this Charlie flag, it will be a 5 cap. And we have already passed the
Ooh.
294 tickets. So first round will go to Bar.
We have lost objective apples.
Hopefully I was not the only one that saw that bayonet charge on the flame trooper. One day I hate bayonets.
That's only because Wanda First got really, really badly bayonet charged earlier on today.
Oli said, forget it, I can't hit you with my bullets, I'm just gonna come melee you. Sorry, Oli, everybody got to see that engagement. And he gets another melee kill.
And just about 40 tickets left, and it'll be the end of Argonne.
And then we get to move on to Amiens. We've only seen that map play
Good old
a
Amiens.
handful of times in these tournaments.
Remember, BAR did pick Argonne, and 808 picked Amiens. So maybe we'll see 808 make a bit of a comeback in Amiens,
We have taken objective
since it
apples.
is their pick. Actually, I believe at the same time both clans chose Amiens, if it was this match, and one of them had to change.
It's the bayonet charges from 2 inches away. Yeah, but that guy technically got a bayonet charge being 30 feet away. He wasn't even close. 281 to 500.
281 to 500.
But Wandy, I do agree. I hate when you like come out of a doorway and you look left and a dude is just standing there, and the next thing you know he bayonet charges you from pretty much a standstill. Because there's absolutely no time to react. So Bar was very impressive that those 2 rounds there on Argonne.
Yeah. They definitely had some really good pushes there, and I'm impressed with the way that the teams moved. So the squads moved, and they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew where they were supposed to be, and they knew how to get there. And that makes a huge difference when you're playing a clan match. In pubs, not so much, doesn't really matter, but definitely in a clan match, it goes all the way.
Let's see. So we've almost got all players switched over. Do you think this map will be a little closer ticket count wise?
I'm hoping so. I want to see 808 do something serious here. It would be nice to see them make a little bit of a comeback at least. Even if they can close the gap and at least get over 300 or over 400 would even be better against BAR.
Corona, if you bayonet charged him, you have to have video footage. If you don't, it never happened.
Pixar didn't happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Now we did see
Well, in this case, I guess video it didn't happen.
we did see a pretty awesome bayonet charge yesterday on this map on the Echo flag to take down the Sentry.
Yes. Don't worry, Corona. I'll take you out of timeout if one puts you in.
Was at least the bayonet not a...
One, he was here earlier than you.
Well, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Corona, was it, according to Wandy, a 2-inch away bayonet charge, or was it a legit bayonet charge? Oh, I didn't tell you earlier, but since we've been talking about hunting lately, my roommate's father actually got his first buck of the season this morning.
Oh, wow.
So I'm waiting on the roommate to... There is footage. I must see this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Juan.
So I'm waiting to get pictures back so I can see what he was able to shoot with his bow this morning. I'm kind of excited.
See, in South Africa, we'd be so excited to get some really good biltong off of that and draaiwors. But I believe you would call it jerky. I
Yes.
guess? Doesn't sound the same.
No, I was just like it.
It doesn't taste the same either.
Whatever you just said sounds awesome. If I knew what it was.
No, I'm gonna have to send you some biltong someday.
I am gonna be sad next weekend. I will not be here for the matches. I will be hunting myself, and I just hope that me and my roommate, are able to get our deer next week. So wish us luck.
So why are you so excited to get a deer instead of a...
One, I
Wait.
think the biggest part is
confused.
just I think the biggest part is just being kind of away from society and enjoying the outdoors. But two, the meat is so good.
Okay. Yeah, we have different... I mean, you just have deer there, right? That's pretty much all you shoot, right?
We do duck, deer, turkey, and then if we are trying to help like some farmers out, we might do like boar and coyote. But we don't eat,
Like
we
a
don't
culling.
eat those.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you see here when you say you're going hunting for buck, it's kind of a case of, well, what buck are you going hunting for? Is it springbok or gemsbok or blesbok or kudu or etc. 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 So there are all these different kinds of bucks that you can go hunting for.
Yeah, we're not We're not awesome like that. I mean, we're going for whitetail, if that helps.
And we also don't get seasons.
Well, that's not fun.
So you can, yeah, you can kind of go whenever. Alright, so we are sitting on pretty even scores. Well, I wouldn't say too even at the moment, but the flags are even, so it's 3 versus 3. And then the actual tickets are 36 to 43. So we're actually not doing too badly. 808 is holding their own a little bit here.
It looks like
And they are actually in the lead.
they are. It looks like Barr has elected for the light tank. He's going to get 3 kills. But 808 does have their shaman tank. He's going to call in his pigeons. And he's going to get 2. He's going to have to back out because he is hurting.
Oh.
He's done.
I don't know. See, now I'm not sure now. Is that Dr. Jigsaw or is it Der Jigsaw?
I'm just going to say Jigsaw.
It gets really complicated when you're in like several different languages.
Fatal is still roasting people with his flame trooper. Barr has pushed up to the Delta flag, and they are starting to cap it, but we do have a squad bomb of 808. Wandy is crying because the video has been sent.
And it will be shared all over Discord. I'm sorry, Wand, but it must be done.
We might have to get some meme people to create some memes from like a video clip of it.
It's Ender watching. He's always like the fastest one with the meme. The meme wars on our on our page are quite disturbing sometimes.
There for a while when the GSP meme page was getting pretty ridiculous.
Just goes out of hand.
So Barr does have a 4 cap, but they are losing Bravo. Who do we have that has slipped past? Fatal and Soon. Barr is bringing their light tank back to the Bravo flag. I would be super excited to see Fatal take down Zigga in his tank with the flame trooper. I would be ecstatic.
Oh.
Ender is a meme.
Do it. Do it. Oh no. No. No, Blessed. You're not starting that.
Ooh. They get Fatal taken out pretty quick. So Barr's gonna get Bravo back. Let's check out this fight that's going on at the Echo objective. But if you notice, like, 808 has several players here at the Echo objective, but they're just kind of lingering. They're not pushing out. It's like they're trying to just maintain it. They almost had Delta neutralized, but Barr responded very quickly. And it will probably go back into their favor. Does 808 have a tank up at this moment? I don't. They do.
I do see it, yeah. It's on the train tracks at the moment, just beyond Delta. It's dropping off.
And here comes his pigeons.
It's been used as a spawn beacon.
He does not get it.
And he takes himself out.
He gets 1.
No, he does. He gets 1 kill. It's 1 kill, but he takes himself out with those pigeons.
So 808 is starting to push down the Charlie Street now. Towards the Charlie objective. TK is going to be bipoded up. And it looks like he is using one of the new LMGs from the Russian DLC. He's going to push around the side to see if anybody had made it. They're not quite there yet. As we can see, he doesn't know that yet. But he's about to be pushed by 3 players. He gets 1. He gets 2. At least he took out the medic. That will slow their... Oh.
He did. He did.
Oli is a smart player. He kit switched, picked up the medic, and revived everybody. Great play right there. And they're going to start pushing past.
I'm just going to take notes of his gamer tag so I can follow him around in pubs so I can be revived.
Because they are rare.
Because they are very, very rare. Watch, every time I ever see him in a pub, he'll probably be playing something else.
Bar is going for a 5 cap, but they might lose Charlie. But I do believe... Nope, they're not up in the buildings yet. Bar is not up top. There's only one person left. DJ is going to get taken out. So they still have some pushing down the road. So we'll get in this engagement here. Shuffle gets one. And he is pinched in this corridor. There's going to be nowhere to go. He's going to be on fire and taken out. And Bar does have a 5 cap.
That's going to bleed tickets.
Jigsaw has brought his Shaman into the Echo objective. This is not where you want your armor to be.
I was watching 808 there, getting a little bit surrounded by BAR players at the Echo flag.
Apotex Hustle did a great job using that lean mechanic there to watch that hallway.
Injured, I can help.
There's only one Bar player around the corner. So 808 does have 2 Shamans. Bar is going for the Foxtrot cap. 808 doesn't have anybody back there right now.
Oh no. It's just this like huge mess of 808 players at the moment.
Look how close these two teams are here.
Just
Outside of
they're getting
Echo.
picked off.
They got 4 players. Literally a brick wall separating the
They've
two.
got... Yeah, I was looking at that now. They've actually just got these guys standing on each side of the wall to each other.
See, Wandy, I
That actually
wouldn't
happened.
even notice that there was a... I know that there are different reloads for weapons, but I just don't even notice them. I never pay attention to those small little details.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. What is this? Thank you, Corona, for that video.
I will watch it after this match. And Bar is very close to a 6 cap. Let's swoop over to the Foxtrot objective. Jigsaw does pull down his pigeons again, but does not get anybody. There's only one player. He's going to get meleeed. So it looks like 808 will take the Echo flag back. But this gives time, as almost zoom up here, as you can see, Bar's already moving into position as we speak now to push towards Foxtrot as a team. Minnick for Bar in the background, as you can see, is pushing to the backside of the building. He's going to kind of lay low. 808 is going to bring one of their Shaman tanks up on the left side. It looks like Jigsaw is trying to really use those pigeons, but not at the right times. And that's it for round 1 of Amiens.
That is it. 500 to 259. I just want to point out that I saw the video, and Wand was teabagging.
I must see this now since I have intermission.
Yes, you need to watch this because Wand is clearly caught teabagging first and then bayoneted.
I gotta mute my PC so there's no audio. There was Wandy with his baggage. that was a point blank bayonet.
That was great. You've got to admit it was great.
It was good.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Just a little bag. I wouldn't admit that, freely, that it was just
It was a little.
little bag. Just a little bag. Blessed, I don't know. Sometimes that's just the way that the draw goes. Obviously, towards the end of the tournament, we're going to see some more evenly matched teams. The teams that are getting the wins. They're going to be up against each other.
And also, a lot has to do with preparing and your strategies.
Yeah.
Is he still in here? Alpha, if you're in the match, you need to leave the stream, please.
Yeah. Blessed. Yes, yes. See, that's why it's one-sided.
Let's see what time that they are going to agree to.
We have a look.
I don't see anything yet.
Nothing in the chat yet.
So 808 does have their work cut out for them. They're gonna... It's gonna be very, very tough.
So what do we think? Do you think they're going to get over 300 at least for this final round?
I think they're gonna go at 5 minutes.
I'm hoping so. Okay.
So 2 minutes till, and both teams are down 1 player at the moment.
Yeah, bless, it is. We have addressed the issue. So... Right, so just over a minute left, and we have... Is everyone on the right side? Yep, they're on the right sides. 19 and 19.
That is the question, Doom. That is the question.
I guess some people don't read the rules, maybe, or don't understand the the implications of it. Right, so 20 seconds left, and we have a spawn.
Oh, they caught themselves. They caught
Somebody's gonna
themselves.
stand
That's
still.
good.
Yeah. And there we go.
So it's going to be a late push for BAR's up armored vehicle. Looks like Bar's going to drop a couple players off at Delta and continue pushing on towards Alpha. That's a very good move. We have D Dreamers, the only player right here at the Delta flag. It is trying to push up in the buildings to have Overwatch here over the Delta objective. It is a 3 flag hold for each team, but they are slowly working on the Delta objective. They're not going to be able to get it, so we will start off with a 3 flag split. Anyway, it still does have some players on the Echo side buildings, so they're keeping their spawns alive. Alpha Replay gets 2 melee kills with its dud grenade melee weapon. So Bar has elected to bring out 2 light tanks. .808 is working on Delta, and Bar is working on the Charlie objective.
Yeah, so we've got BAR with almost a 4 cap here and 808 with 1.5.
Oh, yeah, and Bar
Yeah.
is working on Alpha. In the meantime, you're going to see Bar quickly transition to this Charlie objective. Dreamers is still Echo Side buildings, Overwatch. Let's kind of see the split. As you can see, Bar has both of their light tanks on this Bravo to Delta push. And let's jump over to the Alpha flag here. Bomberman 4808 does have the Flame Trooper kit. So there's only one Bar player left here at the Alpha objective. He's clearly going to squad bomb on him and try and push up.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of them. It's 3-on-3 there. We're gonna have a face-off.
This round is very, very close. Because 808...
Literally, 116 to 116.
Because 808 did a great job pushing.
But just remember that,
to the Charlie.
yeah, BAR just needs to get to 259 or more, and it's over either way. But 808 can do a good job here, I think. They might be able to just give them a run for their money in the final round of the final map.
Want me to patch you up?
Unless they go to tiebreaker, which I don't see happening. I don't see BAR getting held under 259. Now, where was this 808 Spirit in the last few rounds?
We have Blue Magic, TK, and Ling taking the Bravo objective. So this could be a 5 cap very quickly for Bar. Let's jump over to the Charlie objective. I don't see 80. Okay, here comes 808's tank.
See him? One of their soldiers.
That's always frustrating. He just got 133 damage with one tank round and not a kill.
That's multiple damage on multiple enemies. Unfortunately, it does make you feel very
He
frustrated.
just leaves he just jumps out of the tank. I mean, luckily they blew it up, but you cannot give up your tank like that. Looks like 808 is going to be able to maintain the Bravo hold.
Over there! Enemy tank!
Yeah, you never want to give up your tank.
Oh. Yeah.
You either go down with it or make sure that you blow it up immediately.
Wait, I have a great story about this. I stole Maddie's tank today. And I was not allowed to forget it. It seems to be something that the Europeans do quite often, if I'm honest. That's one thing that we've seen in multiple different matches where they've actually just jumped out their tanks and abandoned them.
And I did have a conversation the other day about that too. It seems like more NA players go down with it instead. Maybe he needs kills with the tank or shotgun for an assignment. Are assignments even achievable in private matches?
No. No, they're not. It's not actually keeping your score if it's locked, if it's got a password on it, because otherwise people will just lock servers and they'll boost. Right, it looks like the 808 guys are pushing into Charlie, and the score is slightly in BAR's favor, but only by 20 tickets.
But they only need three tickets.
Two more.
And that's gonna
One
be
more.
it.
And
So
there we
Bar
go.
will win this match.
So regardless, yeah. So basically, regardless of whether or not 808 actually does make a huge comeback and takes this round, they will still not win this map. So officially, BAR are the winners. There's so many acronyms here. BAR are the winners of this matchup, and will continue to go through to face SES. Am I right? SES, I think.
I believe so.
I'll deal with those wounds if you like.
And since there's fog on the map, I will be staying more first-person view here.
Careful, enemy soldier.
We got a heavy tank versus a light tank. Ziga is gonna do the correct thing and back out. Like, if you know, so bars, like, just all they're doing is just setting up. Like, they don't have to do anything. But they're not giving up, which is what I like to see.
Nope, nope. Fight back hard. Oh, they got 300. Yay.
Definitely a lot
We have
closer
lost objective
this
Charlie.
round. Bomberman does have the Flame Trooper kit again.
We have taken objective Charlie.
And he finally gets
And it's
taken out.
4 cap to 2 flags. Yeah. And there's a push of BAR going towards Alpha, so I think BAR is definitely ramped up here. They're gonna finish strong, I think. With a 5 cap. Looks like. Unless the 808 guys coming in from their spawn are able to take back the Alpha flag, they will definitely finish off with a 5 cap at least.
Ammo, pick it up.
Because they do have some guys pushing towards Bravo, so you never know what can happen.
This is an interesting choice of weapon. Karabala for Bar is obviously using the team's best weapon, the bar, but he's using it with the optics.
Oh yes.
So he actually has the scope on it. You don't usually see people use this too often, especially in competitive matches.
With the AA or...
No, he's got the scope on it.
Oh,
He's using the telescopic.
that is odd. Huh.
We are losing objective
I like my
apples.
bar, but I like my AA sights on it.
Yes.
We have lost objective Duff.
The bar is a great support class weapon. Just imagine if it had 50 rounds in a magazine, how much damage you could do.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't make a difference though, honestly, because if I use all, I think it's got 20 rounds. If I use all 20 rounds, or whether I use 4 rounds, or whether I use 2 rounds, I still reload straight afterwards anyway, so it doesn't make a difference.
You hurt? I'll patch you up.
I'm not a big fan of the telescopics in this game. I mean, they're great. They do what they're meant for, but I play close to my enemy, so that it kind of hinders me more.
I don't do close quarters combat. It freaks me out. It makes me panic.
Taken
It,
objective Duff.
yeah, I get like high blood pressure. Stress levels hit the roof.
I like
We have taken objective apples.
being scout class and being close because it's a challenge.
You know that's like completely the opposite,
Exactly.
right?
And since I have come back to Battlefield 1 in the last couple weeks, I have got the Obres pistol and am now an absolute...
Oh.
I love it.
Well, now it's
Yes.
on. Now it's on.
And one thing I love about it is the hip fire is very, very accurate.
I don't think I have unlocked it. I stand in the correction because I never check my weapons. So I'm like, I know I'm gonna use this weapon all the time, so I don't bother looking at other things. But yeah, I don't think I've unlocked it.
I think it's very easy. I think it's one of the easiest assignments to unlock. I think it's like 5 kills with the MLE pistol in a round, and that's it. Do correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah,
it's so
that,
easy.
see, that for me is a problem because I don't know. No, it's not easy.
You could get 5 kills with a pistol in a round.
Alright, well, yeah, if someone stands still.
Well, you just gotta find someone to stand still. So a much better
Right,
effort.
well, definitely a much better round there from 808. I'm actually impressed with the way they suddenly picked themselves up and moved a little bit.
It makes you wonder.
Yeah, they moved a little bit
It
faster.
makes you
They-
wonder if Bar slowed down or if 808 stepped it up.
I think there was definitely a little bit of both, although towards the end there was definitely a turbo boost from BAR. I think they just wanted to end off really strong. They wanted to make sure that they won the last round because it was neck and neck there for a long time.
And I don't see any indication from the teams that they're gonna play the third map either way. And I'm just gonna get confirmation.
Yeah, I think it's the end. BAR is asking as well.
If I don't hear anything in the next minute or so, we're gonna consider this match over. I mean, the only reason to go to the third map is just to have fun. A lot of teams just don't want
Yeah.
to commit the effort. And I'm sure we'd see a ton of sniping. Because Giant Shadow is a scout class. It looks like 808, for the most part, has dropped most of their players. So we're going to call
Yeah,
this.
I think we can call it. Yeah. Literally, it's pretty much just 2 of them left, 3 of them left, 4. Oh, it's difficult to tell the difference between 808 and BAR in that. But yeah, it's going to be a suicide run if they do carry on. But thank you to everybody on the stream for watching, and obviously a big shout out to our sponsors, E3 Esports, Gaming Apparel, and Battlefy. And obviously to everybody who took the time to watch and comment and give their feedback. We really appreciate it. And, you know, we love doing what we do, but obviously it's so much better to do it when you guys are here. And thank you to Axe
Thank you.
for broadcasting with me today.
And hopefully we'll see you guys back here
All right.
next Friday for the continuation of the Silesian 20v20 Conquest.
Yeah, and yes, so that's definitely next weekend. I'm pretty sure. I think we'll have to stay in touch about the times and that next weekend. because it gets a bit complicated with you not being here.
It does, and I don't normally leave, but I'm not. It's one of those times of the year that I
know, you're just
can't give up.
abandoning us. You're just abandoning us.
So, all right, guys, we will see you guys back here next week. I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll see you guys later.
All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.